In this video, we're going to be taking a look at HEADPHONE LAB. This plugin is purposely designed to help you correct your studio monitor and your headphone so that you may get the best sounding result as possible. And by the end of this video, I'm going to be giving you my pros and cons on this plugin. I'm also going to be recommending some things you should do with this plugin so that you get the best result whenever you intend to use this plugin. I'm the Regan. If you're new here, I want to say welcome to the channel, and please use the sub button and also hit the like button if there's any means of you liking this video, and don't forget to share the video with friends and family. With all that being said, let's dive in the video. By default, if you open up the plugin, this is what you're going to be greeted with. You have a lot of presets to pick among here. So these are different type of headphones that you're going to be picking among. Which one works best for you, you're going to take it and use it for the day. So in my case, I'm going to be using this DT900 Pro X. So you just double click on it, and then once you click on it, you're going to have the full review. If you are somebody who has the hardware of this headphone, you can go ahead and then pull your series code here, and then they're going to address this stuff for you properly. But if you don't have, you just go ahead and hit the add new headphone, and just like that, you're going to have your headphone here. So now this is the main window of the plugin where we're going to have everything happening. So if you look on the left side of the window here, you have the headphone side. So this is more with the headphone correction, and this part is more with your studio monitor correction. So if you are working with your studio monitor more, you'll be focused here, and if you are working with your headphone, you'll be more focused here. And in this case, since I'm doing the tutorial, I'm not using the studio monitor, I'm using the headphone because of I don't want the bad feedback coming back in the microphone. So we're going to be focusing more here, but no, I'm playing the speakers are so that you that are watching this video can also be able to tell how it's sounding in the speaker, right? So first, let's start up with the speaker. So this is the progression I made for the purpose of this tutorial from scratch using this plugin. So every sound selected here was based off this plugin judgment. I didn't go with my own regular way of speaking sound. So first we add the plugin, hear the sound. So that's the plugin being deactivated. Now I'm going to activate the plugin with the speaker part, so we hear how it's going to sound with your studio monitor. I guess you're able to hear a little bit of difference if you're using your studio monitor. If you're using headphone, when it comes to this part of the plugin, you're going to hear a little bit of change, but it's not going to be as much as if you're using your studio monitor. So for this part, I recommend you use your studio monitor to get whatever stuff you want to get. And this here, you can also change the arrangement of your speaker. So my speaker, the way I feel it is like 60-degree, because it's not too open for me and it's not too close for me. It's just like this, and it's coming straight to me. And based off my stuff, by the way, I've already designed myself a preset based off playing back with the plugin. I didn't just come up with this review, I play with the plugin back and forth. I also got myself my preset, which is this. My room is at 30%, and then we have it on 60-degree. So that is if I'm using it without the headphone, I'm using my speaker. I have a little bit of acoustic, so that's why you see I dry the room 30%. But if you don't have acoustic at all, you can dry your room to like 100%. And if your room is well treated, you can either leave this to the default, or you can push all the way to wet. That is, your room is organized, right? Okay, now before we go through the last part of the last speaker emulation, I want us to come to the part of the beat where I have the log drum. That's one of the heaviest part of the beat, so you can get how it's gonna feel with log drum and other instrument, right? So now the next part we're gonna be looking at here is how to rearrange the speaker. So now it's on 40 degree. I'm going to now play you being on 40 degree. You hear how it's gonna come through. All right, so now you have heard the 40, you have heard the 16, you have heard the 80 degree placement of your speakers. Now I'm going to bypass the plugin, so you here we add the plugin. It's going to help you, decide if there's a difference or there's no difference at all. Okay, so I guess you already here. And you saw initially when we were playing around the 60 and the 40 degree, you saw me hover with the mouse around here because we had some red trigger in here. So some red letter that came up here previously indicate that your sound is somehow clipping and you can go and readjust your gain. But I don't know why when we went to the 80 degree, it didn't show up. Is it because the speaker then open up? So I don't know if it's really working with our mixing or is working based off the placement of the speaker, but I'm sure it's a sound that you can go and then reduce whatever stuff that is clipping within that range. Yeah, so if I'm going slightly wrong there and you have better idea on that, you can also clarify things in the comment section, which should also be helpful to the community as well. Yeah, so that's it for the studio monitor part of the plugin. Now we're going to address the headphone side of the plugin. Then after, I'm going to give you my overtake of this plugin, and I'm also going to make my recommendation on things that you are to do with this plugin when you are mixing. Now let's off the speaker side. I'm not going to properly wear my headphone because we are coming to the headphone side of the plugin. Now let's activate the plugin. As for the headphone, you won't be needing all of the stuff here, including the room. As you see, immediately I activate the speaker side, we have the room activated. Now once I off the speaker side, we have the room off, right? Now let's come here now. So as for the headphone side, once you select your headphone preset, so in my case I have two headphone preset I really love. I have this DT 900 Pro X, I have this DT 900 edition 250. So you can go ahead and pick whatever one, which you're going to be hearing the two of them in a minute. So if you then activate the headphone side, it's going to balance whatever frequency that is coming through your headphone by default. If you off it, you say this is your headphone frequency that is like this already, and then once you are on it, it's going to calibrate everything. It's going to just make it flat. Yeah, so you're going to get the flat signal coming to your headphone, by the way. All right, so let's put this in action so you see what I'm talking about. So this is we add the headphone. And this is with the headphone. Okay, so that's for the headphone, and the preset we are using is the DT900 Pro X. Now let's go to the DT900 Edition 250, and then we see how it's gonna sound like. So this would add the DT200 250. So now I'm gonna activate the preset, then we hear the difference. Now I'm switching between both headphones, so you hear. That was me switching between both preset, the DT900 and the DT250, and not forgetting the safe mode here. This is to compensate the loudness. So if your sound is being too loud, you can activate this, and then the sound is just going to go in the back. Okay, so before I give you my overview of this plugin, I also want you to know something. If you are using your headphone and then you activate the loudspeaker mode, you're gonna hear a little bit of the effect. For some reason, you're gonna get a little bit of vibe. But yeah, depends. If that's what you want to do, you just go ahead and do that. You're gonna get that vibe. But if you are using the monitor itself, you on the headset mode, you're not gonna get the effect. You're not going to even notice it being on self. But if you're using the headphone, because the headphone is close to your head, you know how it feels like, right? So you're gonna get a little bit of the effect from the loudspeaker part. Well, yeah, so you can go ahead to do whatever one you want to do. Now let's come to what we call my overtake of this plugin. So this plugin, looking at this plugin, is a great piece of plugin, but what I want to say is, if you are a producer who've been using your headphone, your whatever headphone you have. In my case, I'm having the Focus Red by Scarlett. Yes, so whatever headphone, uh, this plugin is good, but I don't want you just switching over to this VST plugin because it's promising to, make your stuff good. I need you to take your time as an artist, as a producer. I need you to take your time to integrate this with your workflow. That's what I recommend for you when it comes to whatever plugin, not just this plugin. When it comes to whatever plugin, once you are new to the plugin, don't just trash whatever stuff you've been learning over the year. I know some of you guys have been training your ear like me to understand the current headphone you are using. Like me, I understand this headphone so much, but having this plugin might enhance this headphone, but it does not mean that out of a sudden you're going to have a great result. You have to take your time to bring this plugin into your workflow. That is, you are introducing yourself to a new workflow, which I recommend. And other stuff I recommend, so that whenever you are using this plugin, you can come up with a great result, is if you are using this plugin in FL Studio or whatever DAW that has the same feature with FL Studio, what I recommend is do not often use this plugin on the master channel. That is, you just be getting the frequency from this plugin always. I recommend you use this plugin on the channel called the current channel. Here in FSCD is just the C represent the current channel. So that is, whatever channel you select will be the channel coming out through your current channel here. So if this plugin is on your current channel and then you want to hear it on the entire master, just click on the master channel, and then whatever processing from this plugin will be from the master here will be sent through the current channel, because the master is the current channel you have selected. In that case, you'll be able to easily switch back and forth with the plugin and your headset itself. So you know that, okay, if you are getting things too much, if you are getting things too less, because that's one of the main purpose of this plugin, to help you get the perfect balance, so that whenever you are coming up with your results, you can come up with impressive results. So I hope you keep that in mind, and trust me, you're gonna have a great result doing that. Yeah, so that's That's one of the stuff I need you to know. And lastly, do not just trash whatever stuff you've been learning because of this plugin. Keep learning, keep training your ear, and also involve this plugin in your new workflow. And yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. Hope you have a great time making good music. I'm your buddy Reagan. As always, I'm here to bring more plugin review on this channel. And if there's anything you thought I should have covered up that I didn't cover up on this plugin, just let me know in the comment section. I'll reach your comment, and hopefully I'm going to reply you as soon as possible. With that being said, peace.